Previously on Remedy.
It's just into the board that they cut the Heels on Wheels mobile clinic.
That's an important community program.
Which is not one of our core businesses.
You got a problem with basic patient interaction, and you need to fix it.
Learn how to act like a doctor from a clown.
When were you gonna tell us you were pregnant?
You didn't know.
What did you want to tell me? See you don't.
Yeah.
Relax, Henry. Nothing to worry about.
Still have that knife your father gave me. Should be yours.
He wanted you to have it.
Good knife if you keep it sharp. Your father was proud of you, Alan.
Nice to hear. Dad wasn't a talker.
I have white coat syndrome. I'm allergic to doctors.
Try not to take that personally. At your age, Henry, you need to take your health
At
more
my
seriously.
age, what I need is a mobile clinic in my neighborhood.
Great, let's do this again. Beth H has a walk-in clinic that's open 6 days.
To walk in, I need to take 2 buses and a subway. You got this big job, and the first thing you do is close this clinic down.
Henry, there's only so much...
Money, yeah, that's what they say.
There's only so much I can do.
More money than there ever was.
All right, your blood pressure's still too high. So I'll just take a minute, calm down, and recheck.
Everything okay?
I need to get to the hospital. Something going on in peds and, you know, meetings. Can you finish in there, Henry Coslow?
Nothing I'd rather do on my day off.
Well, then I guess you'll be glad to see this clinic go.
That's not what I meant.
I fought to keep it open.
I know that.
Totally run by volunteers. How much more can I do?
Dad, people get it. They understand.
Henry was a friend of your grandfather's. Always gets to me.
I will give him the best blood pressure reading anyone has ever gotten.
Thanks, Mom. I'll see you back at Beth H.
O2 stats still low, 91%.
Increase O2 concentration to 100%.
Got it.
Needs suctioned again. Where's the mother?
Just ran home for a change of clothes. She's been here for 3 days straight.
Call her. How many other babies have had apneic episodes in the last hour?
2. O2 stats still low.
Let's up the flow in those fluids.
Code pink, we need a crash cart. Okay, Henry. I'm the other Dr. Connor, the tough one. How about we get that blood pressure checked? What do you say?
I'm freezing. You remind me of Frances,
Who's that?
your grandmother.
Oh, right, of course, I never met her.
She was a handful.
Let's get that BP down. Just close your eyes and think about the beach. Gentle waves, girls in bikinis. I mean, forget the girls. We're trying to lower your blood pressure now. Henry? Henry? Can you squeeze my fingers? Henry, can you squeeze the left? Call 911. Henry. No pulse.
When we're shot at intubating.
Come on.
Throat's too tight.
Asystole, we're losing her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We need to try needle tracheostomy.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Ready? It's too late. We've lost her.
Dr. Dicker, how are you?
Busy.
So, one session, that's all?
That's right.
Why? I thought we made progress.
Had enough of the circus, thanks.
I can help you.
No, I don't think you can.
Okay, then, you're the boss. But I think you should have this.
Okay. Why?
For emergencies. And remember, put yourself in your patient's shoes Feel what they're feeling.
Right now, I feel like I need to get back to work. Thanks.
We're late.
She'll get over it.
With Wendy Goldman, 10 minutes early is late.
Sorry, I was actually being a doctor this morning, last week at the clinic.
This event is important.
So are those patients.
Wendy's firm sponsored tonight's charity casino.
Why do rich people love the idea of gambling in a hospital so much?
Alan.
You know what? Forget it. The house always wins. Let's take their money.
Crudely put, but on balance, we agree.
I have to get to pediatric ICU. Wendy's gonna have to wait a little longer.
Whatever it is, they can deal with it.
No, they can't.
Tried everything.
I'm gonna talk to the charge nurse, see if you can't float today.
I'm fine.
Pregnant. We don't know what this is. Why risk it? Hey, I told her she could move off the ward.
Sure. Tough morning. You saw my update?
Second infant death in 12 hours.
Severe mucus buildup, intermittent apnea, and other kids are developing similar symptoms.
I want to see all the charts. And I'm locking down the ward. Keep it contained. No one leaves without sterilization measures. And if they do leave, they can't go back inside to see their child until whatever this is over. Looks like we might have an outbreak on our hands.
Dr. Decker, Henry Coslow, 72 years old, presenting left hemiparesis. He's a phasic and he has a decreased LOA. Initiate stroke protocol.
You rode with him in the ambulance?
Friend of the family. Hit him 22 minutes ago.
We'll get him a stat brain scan and a neuro consult.
Take him to bed number 1.
You need a surgeon, call me. Someday off.
Pediatric ICU is in lockdown. Swab's been sent to the lab.
You don't know what it is?
Could be pertussis, RSV.
Coronavirus? SARS?
Don't jump to that yet.
Yet? You think it could be?
No one is saying that.
I think we should seriously think about putting our endemic response plan into action. Full shotgun measures. Lock down the entire hospital and alert public health.
It's too early to shut down floors, let alone the whole hospital.
The doctors aren't the only ones in the front line.
That's why we asked you here, Frank. Keep you in the loop.
They dragged their feet on lockdowns during SARS, and it was the support staff who ended up paying the price.
No one's dragging their feet here.
As soon as we know something, you'll know something.
Good, thank you. Thank you. Okay, good, fine. Thanks, I'm gonna get back then.
Are you sure it wouldn't be prudent for us to approach this as the worst case scenario?
No, I'm not.
Woodrow Pearl?
Sit down, sweetheart. Griffin, get this woman a chair.
I'm good. It's my son, Carl. Damn feeding tubes. Infected again. Keep telling him to stop playing around with it, but...
Guys, this, get the sports channel.
I got it.
Mucus discharge, it smells worse than usual, and it's pretty puffy and red around the
Hey,
side.
sports fan.
I like basketball. Can I get the highlights?
Yeah, hoops highlights coming right up. If I could just...
Pearl?
Roll, hang on.
Zoe.
How are you?
Peachy.
Is that Carl?
Yeah. Feeding tube. Never ends.
I'd love to say hi.
I'd rather you... That's not a good idea, Zoe.
Just for a sec.
No. Pearl, no. It's not a good time, Zoe, okay?
Right. Okay.
No, you were gonna let me in there to see my baby, or I swear to God, I'm gonna get the cops down here, and they're gonna make you. My wife needs me in there.
Okay. Mr.
Miller, Mr. Bob Miller. My daughter's name is Stephanie, my wife's name is Nadine.
Okay, Bob, as you know, we've got a bit of an infection going around, and we need to isolate.
2 babies die, and now I can't go and see mine. I was gone for like an hour. I'm sorry. She's our first, and she's our baby, and she's sick.
We can set you up at the window. Watch your family the whole time. That's the best we can do.
Okay, I appreciate that.
We're doing an ultrasound to look for plaque in the carotid artery, Henry. We don't want this to happen again. How you feeling? Feeling okay, Henry? I know. I understand how this must feel. No, I don't. I have no idea, but I'm trying. So anyway, you had a transient ischemic attack. It's a mini stroke. It'll be a little while before your symptoms disappear. Soon you'll be able to... You'll be normal. I'll be right back. Need to confirm with the radiologist, but he's gonna need to endarterectomy. I'm still seeing a lot of plaque. Looks like 90% stenosis.
I'll book an OR. How's he feeling?
He feels confused.
Okay, so make him feel better. I need to find Dad.
Most of those go down the hall.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it's just, I just felt like crying. So, you know, some days you just cry. It's no big deal.
No, that's cool. Yeah, no, I'll come back.
Where are you going?
I thought I'll come back.
You walk in on a girl crying and you just like, you walk away.
What? No, I thought that I...
Shut the door.
Yeah. So, what happened?
My last foster mother, Pearl.
She's the one with...
Carl, yeah. Pearl was good to me. When I left, I kind of just left. You know, disappeared. I was 16. I don't blame Pearl for not letting me see Carl. I don't want to upset him. When I saw him again, I just missed him all over again. God, I'm sorry. I'm snotty. And I don't know what... You have a family. What should I do?
Honestly, I'm not the guy you want to be asking for advice. I'm kind of screwed up right now.
Whatever,
So.
fine, go.
Girls on the 5th floor. You're both older now. Go up, say hi, see what happens.
Seriously? That's your advice?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't take it if I were you.
Dr. Connor,
Wendy Goldman.
you stood me up this morning.
Nothing personal. We're dealing with some stuff today.
Awful news up in pediatrics.
You heard?
I have sources. It's very sad.
Yeah, makes it hard to be concerned about a drug company's gala in a hospital.
You have a potential outbreak to deal with, and I have a charity casino to launch this evening. Or do I? Because wealthy people love to gamble with their money, but with their health, not so much. So if this infection looks like it's going to spread to adults...
Too soon to tell.
Don't fuss around and let me know an hour before the doors open. It's already too late to get the deposit back from the caterer, but I may be able to call off the chocolate fountain.
Understood.
Excellent. Oh, you do own a tux, right?
I do. Looks terrific. Hanging at the cleaners, but no way I'll have time to pick it up. Excuse me. Alan Connor.
I don't think you want to hear this.
So, don't tell me.
A baby in Peds Oncology had a seizure. They're stabilizing him now. The boy is symptomatic. Coughing, fever, runny nose, plus the seizure.
Here we go. Thanks. It's spreading.
Didn't just jump to oncology by itself. Locking down the ward hasn't given us a handle on this.
Thank you for that robust clinical analysis, Robert.
Are we any closer to...
Got the lab working on it, my ID fellow's on the floor, and I've got a meeting with the epidemiology team in an hour.
We have to cancel this casino event and lock down the entire hospital.
No, we don't know enough.
Alan!
No, an overreaction is just as bad as doing too little.
Fine, fair enough, but I have to protect the hospital from liability.
This is not a worst-case
We
scenario.
don't know what it is.
If we lock down Beth H right now, there's no dialysis, no transplants, no emergency.
There are other hospitals.
And our overflow would cripple them. We'd be endangering our own patients and clogging the rest of the city. It's not a good idea.
So, what do we do?
Just got the call. Peds is being bumped up from isolation to the whole 4th floor being put on lockdown.
They tell you what it is?
You know, they're running tests, they're looking at things, they're doctors, they're figuring it out.
Sounds too friggin' familiar.
Oh, Sam, don't go there.
You tell me you haven't thought about it?
The chief of staff himself told me he's going to keep me in the loop. That's good enough for me. Listen up. A lot of rumors going around. That has to stop. We are a team here. Okay, the 4th floor just put on lockdown. So we need to, to lash together to help our teammates.
Give me a break, teammates.
There's a bug on the 4th floor, okay? And that sucks for us. But seriously, guys, it's worse for the kids and for the parents of the sick kids, and God help us, those who died, right?
We do the dirty work, risk our lives.
Shut up, Sam. Now, Dr. Connor has instructed anyone who wants to work isolation is strictly voluntary. Who can I count on? Appreciate it, Bruno. Who else?
Child support don't stop just because I get sick.
Neither does alimony, and I got 2 of those. Oh, and remember to wear ISO gear at all times. And try not to breathe too much up there.
I wanted to make sure Carl has everything he needs.
We're fine, thanks.
I want to see him.
Zoe, we talked about
I
this.
know. I hurt you. I left without saying goodbye. But
I
maybe
had
we
plenty of foster kids in my day, sweetheart, okay? The way you left was nothing new.
I was young.
2 years you were with us. Carl trusted you, and I know you loved him.
Girl,
but Carl asked about you every day for 6 months. He never understood.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
I think Carl and I could be friends again.
Well, that's where we're different. Okay.
So I've arranged for you to float.
It's gonna look like the chief's protecting his daughter.
I'd do the same for any nurse.
I know.
How's Brian feel about the good news? You didn't tell him yet.
This wasn't part of our plan.
First pregnancies are always scary.
It's not the pregnancy that I'm worried about. Hey, guys. Oh, am I interrupting a little father-daughter or something?
I just found out, I asked Dad and Griff not to say anything, but I'm pregnant.
What? What? Wow. Wow. Sandy, that's just fantastic. That's, wow, come here.
Whoa. God, that's amazing. Amazing. So, you and Brian need to start thinking about schools. Oh, God, you guys, you think I have no sense of humor.
I thought you weren't coming in.
I wasn't, but I tried calling you. He's not doing so well.
What? What happened?
He had a TIA after you left. Needs an endarterectomy. Wait. Griff already knows? Yeah.
Henry's here?
Uh-huh. He's in ER. And Dad knew?
Mel.
It's complicated. Must be, if you weren't gonna tell your only sister that you're pregnant. I thought I could do Henry's procedure, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, it would be fine, but I've already suspended all non-essential surgeries.
Since when is clearing a major artery in a potential stroke victim non-essential?
No, don't do this. Not today.
Do what?
The thing where you think your thing is more important than anybody else's thing.
You're right. You're right. Let's talk about baby showers instead of saving someone's life.
Children are sick. 2 have already died, Mel.
I should go talk to Henry. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you.
It's actually a simple procedure. We open up the artery and remove the plaque.
Not great news, I'm afraid. We've been bumped. Non-essential surgeries are being rescheduled.
That's crazy. He could die.
Brian.
Yeah.
Choose your words.
Henry, it's gonna be okay.
Excuse us. If you're going to be a dad, Brian, you're gonna have to learn how to, say the right thing.
I'm working on it. I am. A dad?
Well, if you're thinking about kids, never too soon to practice.
But let me get married first.
Sure, whatever. Let's just see what we can do for Henry.
Cannot talk about the casino right now.
I understand.
Because this is a major...
Understood.
Why can't they just write a check? Would that kill them?
Oh, rich people like galas.
I don't need galas. You know what I need?
Let me guess, money.
Bacterial-resistant curtains. The kind with those little metal rings. Any idea how much those cost? $6 per ring. But you can only order them by the million, so $6 million for curtains. That's what I need.
Everyone needs something. You need curtains. I need to sell pharmaceuticals. Rich people need to feel like more than walking ATMs. That's why a gala.
Yeah, don't bother. I get it. Just the wrong day.
Oh, this is your tux. I have people who know who does your laundry. Oh, and that's me. So, shall I cancel the gala then?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't promise that we'll be out of this.
Understood. But you look good in it.
Stressful day?
No kidding. This place will be out of comfort food by lunch. Frank Kanaski, supervisor in housekeeping transport.
Oh.
We have people up there in Keith's ICU.
Oh, of course. Well, it takes a village.
I'm in constant contact with the chief of staff.
Oh, yes?
It's a tricky situation, but I trust him.
Good for you.
He's open, transparent, inclusive leadership. He's a captain who cares.
Captain?
He cares.
Thank you. cares so much, he arranged for his daughter to be transferred off the ward. Enjoy your lunch. Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller.
What happened? Is she okay?
How long have you been down here?
Are you? Half hour to get back.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid someone should have found you. The 4th floor is on lockdown.
What does that mean? The floor. My wife is up there.
You can't get back in. I'm so sorry.
Transport's all backed up. I'll run these blood tests down to the lab.
Sure. I need a bed, and you're my hookup.
Are you even working today?
I found a loophole in this lockdown, and if I can find a bed, then I can book surgery for Henry Coslow.
We're backlogged, and there's no way it opens up anytime soon.
Okay, well, just don't forget me if anything opens up.
I was gonna tell you.
You told Dad. You told Griffin.
Actually, no. They told me. It's complicated.
Try me.
Everything's fine.
Fine, except for not telling Brian.
You didn't tell him, did you?
No. And you're not fine. You're pregnant.
Don't say it like it's an infection.
Brian has a right to know.
I know.
Then why?
Can you please stop, please? I've had enough of everything today, and I really don't need you.
Yes, you do. You do need me.
You, a woman whose average relationship lasts less than 48 hours. What advice could you possibly have to give me? I'm sorry. Wait. I wanted to tell him. I was so excited, and then we had a fight, and I didn't want to tell him. But then I tried. But now I can't, and I don't know why.
So don't tell him.
What? No, yeah, I have to tell him.
No, you don't.
I think Brian has a right to know we're having a baby.
Only if you're gonna marry him.
Of course I'm gonna marry him.
Then why haven't you told him you're pregnant?
I'm gonna take these to the lab. I'll text you if a bed opens up.
You can see him. Just don't overdo it.
Thank you.
Sandy Connor, right? Frank Canassi.
I remember.
Hell of a day on the 4th floor, huh?
Yeah.
It's tough stuff. How you doing?
Oh, I'm floating back in ICU.
Oh, I would have thought the Pete's floor would be a priority for you guys, you know, vis-a-vis the lockdown.
There are sick people everywhere.
Hey, true that. So your dad, great guy. He took you off the ward?
It wasn't a favoritism thing.
I don't care if it was, you know. I mean, I got people on my team to think about, and if they're in harm's way, it'd be good to know.
This is a hospital. Everyone's in harm's way.
Well, everyone except the chief's daughter.
It wasn't like that.
Why do you take you off the ward then?
I'm floating. Any other questions?
No. Thank you.
It's good to see you again, Carl.
Mom said that you were never coming back. I didn't believe her.
It took a while, but here I am.
Where did you go?
Needed to find my own life.
You had a good life with us.
Carl, you had friends. You didn't need me.
You weren't my friend. You were my sister.
We need a team down here now.
Zoe, go back to Carl.
What happened?
Zoe, seriously, go back to Carl. She's had a heart attack.
CPR. 1, 2.
Okay, I think this thing is worse than they're telling us. All right, so I'm just telling people who have kids in the staff daycare upstairs because I don't want you to panic. I think you should get your kids out of there and take the rest of the day off. Figure it out. And don't tell anyone else. Okay?
Look for the pattern. How is this moving through the hospital? Staff, patient, visitor. Keep looking at all patient transfers, all employee logs, everything. Thanks, guys.
You shouldn't have moved me out of pediatric ICU.
Hon, I've got a conference call with public health in 5 minutes.
People are talking. Frank Canassi thinks you're hiding something.
Why would you think that?
I ran into him. He was weird. He wanted to know why I was pulled off peds. I couldn't tell him that I'm pregnant before I told Brian.
He thinks I did it.
Because it's too dangerous.
For God's sake. Sandy.
I'm sorry. I'm fine. It's been a hard day. Sorry. You should get that. I didn't come here to cry on your shirt.
Sandy. Dr. Connor. Seriously? Just wait.
Sorry.
Just hear me out first. Hear me out. People, just hold on. Hang on. Just hang on, people. Hang on. I know a hospital is the worst place to be when you feel uninformed, and something like this, it breeds panic. And I don't know what Frank Kanaski told you. Believe me, we believe that our isolation measures are working and there's nothing to worry about. Hang on. Hang on. Excuse me. Pardon me. Hi. Not feeling good, huh? Bordetella pertussis.
Whooping cough?
Excuse us. Yeah, the distinct coughing sound doesn't manifest itself in newborns and infants. That's why we missed it.
That's whooping cough. Unbelievable.
I've ordered prophylactic antibiotics for all symptomatic patients, and I think we should vaccinate everyone at risk immediately, including employees.
And he started in the daycare?
Kid in the daycare was the carrier, not the source. We still need to find patient zero. We're still in lockdown.
What about non-essential surgeries?
Call me through.
Just hold off until I find the source. The link is somewhere between the daycare and those little babies. But I think we're a step closer.
Chief.
Frank, when your porters do a call...
Our porters. The porters. We're a team.
Right. When they do a call.
Well, it's all computers, the whole shebang.
Good. I need you to go back 10 to 14 days. Find out who went through each of these wards and if any of them were sick or had a child at home who was sick.
Roger that.
And if you ever need to understand one of my decisions again, don't talk to my daughter, talk to me. And don't start riots in the staff daycare.
You're the one who's playing favorites with your family.
There were special
I was
circumstances.
looking out for my people.
We never put them in danger.
Oh. See, that's exactly what we heard during the SARS crisis, and I lost 2 PSAs and a porter. That isn't happening again, not as long as I'm in charge down here.
Okay, that's good. Good to know. Thanks. But the next time, talk to me. Do we understand each other?
Yes, sir.
Gonna have to learn how to change your feeding tube.
You can do it when you visit me, huh? When is Ma gonna pick me up?
Carl, Ma's not coming back. She died.
Ma? Ma?
It's none of Kanaski's business why I left the ward.
Okay, yeah, sure, but it's a good question. Why did you get taken off the ward?
Dad thought it was there. It was hard. I needed a break.
You're ICU understanding. It's not like you haven't seen anything like this before.
Hi, sweetheart. Dr. Decker's gonna take care of you.
Hey there, pretty lady. Don't need to be scared, partner. I'm the best shot in the West. Now, why don't you come over here and get you some of this super juice?
Better hurry. Not everyone gets super juice.
What's your name there, darling?
It's not going there. It's a hellhole.
So I guess the social worker was a big hit.
The group home that bitch wants to put him in, it's a dump. He's coming home with me.
Does Carl know about that?
I haven't told him yet.
He might have something to say.
I know the place. He doesn't.
Is there another option? Is there some other place?
There's Sunnyvale. It's perfect.
But
3-year wait list. Carl can't wait 3 years.
you got a full-time job. You got school. You don't think that might be a bit of an issue if you got to take care of them all by yourself?
Rich kid with a doctor father telling me about my issues. I don't think so.
All right, fair enough. I'm just saying that I get it. I know why you left. I did it too.
Yeah, well, I guess we're both jerks.
We'll find a better place for Carl to live.
No, I will. He's coming to live with me.
Sorry, Henry. You're still on hold for the operation. How are you feeling?
I could talk. That's an improvement. It felt very strange.
I'm sure it did.
How long do I have to wait here?
Until the powers that be say it's safe enough to open the OR for business.
Or I can just go home.
I wouldn't recommend it. You could have another attack or a stroke.
And the clinic won't be down the street to help me, right?
My dad fought for that clinic.
So he says. Well, need to pee again.
I'll get a nurse to help you. Nurse? Again.
Age. My bladder's like a carpenter.
Henry, have you ever been tested for diabetes?
If it means getting a needle, no. I hate it almost as much as I hate doctors.
Okay, well, when you get back, I want to do some tests.
Yes, Tanny, alimony is in the mail.
It's him? No. 4 of my guys are in each of the zones, and the dates he gave me, he's the only poor bastard with kids. I mean, lucky.
Look, I don't have time for this. Will you just answer the question? Great, thanks. Yes, it's in the mail. Bye. Yeah, oldest has whooping cough. Look, he was fine when I saw him 2 weeks ago.
Wasn't your son immunized?
It's the internet. My ex, she reads these mommy blogs. It freaks her out.
Mommy blogs?
She thinks there's mercury or something. And that lady on TV is always going off on them, so Tanny refused the vaccinations.
You work in a hospital.
Has your son been to a doctor?
Yeah, apparently. And now he has. Look, it wasn't Brayden. He hasn't ever even been here.
I understand, but Sam, here's the thing. People who don't immunize their kids forget.
I didn't forget. Tanny wouldn't let him.
You not only put your child at risk, but you can be a carrier, too.
I got my shots.
Doesn't matter. You don't have to be symptomatic to be a carrier.
It's like a sponge on the kitchen counter, just moving the germs around, dropping them off wherever you go.
What are you saying?
I'm saying we need to get you out of the hospital to prevent further transmission. You need to see your doctor, Sam. I think you're patient 0.
So those 2 babies died because of me.
Good news, bad news, Hank. Anybody call you Hank?
Last person who did that got punched out behind the portables.
Okay, Henry. Good news is I have your operation scheduled. We're going to admit you right away.
How'd you do that?
Well, that's the bad news. The results of your random blood sugar test strongly suggest diabetes.
And that's gonna kill me?
No. Actually, it might have saved your life because it heightens your risk of a stroke, which makes your surgery essential. So it's good news. That's why I can operate.
No one ever thanked your grandmother.
What?
She was a piece of work, right? But she was the one who got things done. Ticked people off, stepped on toes. But the food was on the table. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sit here. You got a booster.
I hear when Nurse Patel does this, it never hurts. I was kidding.
I know. What's with the nose?
You like it?
Makes me smile.
Trying to get better.
What?
I don't know, connecting. I don't want to be one of those doctors who...
Give a punch in the face?
Yeah.
Don't move. I'm pregnant. There, that wasn't so bad, was it?
You pregnant? That's what's been going on.
Yeah. I've known for a while and I didn't know how to tell you. And I don't know why I didn't know how to tell you.
What?
Yeah, no. Yeah. Sometimes it feels like we're on different planets, I guess. And it became, I guess it became hard to imagine.
What? Imagine us? Or us as a family? What, Sandy?
I don't know. And I saw you in this stupid nose, and I thought, there's that sweet guy. My Brian, the guy who I met washing dishes after a party, dancing in the kitchen. I love him. Are you angry?
No.
How do you feel?
How do I feel? I feel Happy.
Come in.
You having a drink?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, a couple of infants.
Could have been a lot more.
Yeah.
You did good.
Thank you. What can I do for you, Griffin?
When I was chewing down painkillers and forging your name on prescription pads, I should have asked for help.
Imagine the lawyer fees we would have saved.
In my head, you know, that meant that there was a problem. Same as when I traveled, I should have called you.
Doesn't matter how far gone you are, you have to ask.
Okay, well, I'm asking. Do you know anybody at Sunnyvale?
That's a fine facility. I know a few people there.
Yeah, it's a great facility. It's got a long waiting list, 3 years.
I'm feeling this is going to be a big ask.
Yeah, it's for a friend of a friend. He's got Down syndrome. He needs some help. I mean, his mother just died. He's got no one to help him.
Sounds like he has you.
No, seriously, Dad, it's important.
Clearly,
I mean,
who are we
if
talking
you do
about?
this for me, I will do anything that you ask me to do. You want me to go to med school? I'll go to med school.
What, you won't go if I don't help you, your friend?
Dad, please. I'm trying here.
I'll make a few phone calls.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's all this?
Well, after you canceled the gala, I sent half the food to the food bank and the other half down here. Front lines, they deserve it.
Impressive.
Everyone likes to feel appreciated, Alan. That's why we have birthday parties and hospital galas. No one likes to feel like just a checkbook, you know? Oh, I said it was your idea.
Hey, boss. Thanks for the grub, huh? This guy? Good job today.
You too. All of you.
You guys.
Sunnyvale.
Take 3
It might
years.
work out.
What?
It's not for sure, but it's looking good.
How?
I don't know. My dad. It's just a little honesty. And, my soul.
Griffin, thank you.
Well, us runaways gotta stick together, right?
Really, thank you.
Watch a new episode of Remedy next Monday on Global. This Global preview is brought to you in part by Leon's exciting new No Place Like Home event.
I hear you're going back to med school.
Who told you that?
I thought we had a deal.
Not really.
Not really.
Next time on Remedy.
There. See? Look.
one moment
Can you tell me what's going on? Get away from me!
will change everything.
You okay?
There's something wrong.
Remedy. New episode next Monday at 9 on Global. Next on The Blacklist, everything changes.
He's just getting started.
The Blacklist, all new, next on Global.